Welcome to another feature of Saturday Morning Runnings, aired live Saturdays at 10 a.m. I am your host, Lady D. Denise Gomez, producer of Inside the Zone. Inside the Zone is aired Mondays 5 to 7 p.m. and Thursdays 6 to 8 p.m. on Linkage Radio in Mount Vernon, New York. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel. This week's topic: fashion then and now. Fashion is universal, and for centuries, mishaps have occurred with women wearing high enough necklines and bustiers so tight they fainted from lack of oxygen. Men, on the other hand, wore flare trousers and floral shirts. Their tales of the afro pick and suspenders date back to when fashion was risque and designers' creativity had no boundaries. But like a revolving door, fashion is cyclical. It responds to the time and culture in which it exists. Fashion then and now, a Saturday morning runnings. Come, make we talk. The crew on board are Maxine, Max Spoiled Lions, and Jackie Brainbox Tyson.
Howdy, howdy.
Charnette and Jen will not be joining us this morning. They're too busy, but we miss you anyway.
Yes.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting show. How do you, ladies?
Lux, what a week.
We do good.
Yes, we do good.
Fabulous.
I tell you.
We do good. I'm trying to bring back, are the 60s or 70s this? I don't remember. Or 80s, or what were they?
I think I'm in the 70s.
You know, so my grandmother did have one sofa look like your shirt. One sofa, she did sew the cloth and put over a sofa.
Again, I said it revolves.
Revolves. My grandmother, people used to wear their tie heads. Their tie heads underneath a hat.
So this morning, well, so yeah, here we are. It's a good day. Max, how you do? Max?
It was.
Max, you're breaking up. You're freezing and you're breaking up. Yeah, you have go out and come back again. Wheel and come again. Wheel and come again. All right, Jack. So how you do this morning?
Okay.
Well, I'm good enough. Today's a special day. I wanted Max to because it was also Max's birthday. Today is my mother's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yes, happy birthday, Mom. I am so thankful for her, thankful for having her. And she still has strength and vigor. She
and vivacity.
Can do stuff and and vivacity. So vivaciousness.
Right.
Yeah. There's such a word.
Yeah.
So today we're going to attend a little baby's party, a little 3-year-old's birthday party. So I said, it's also your birthday, so we're gonna celebrate you and the little girl, Mom.
Nice.
So, but my week was very busy, and thank God I'm here.
Great.
A lot has happening, but thank God.
So Max, how you do?
Thank God. Is Max hearing us?
I'm doing good. Are you hearing me better now?
Yeah, but you're still you're still freezing. Technology happens, ladies and gentlemen. I hope our viewing audience, I guess so. You just talk to
you better.
Talk to it. Command it to work.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. You're not hearing us.
Oh, that's right. If it's man-made, it's liable to break. You all know that, right?
Okay.
We
So
hear
we'd like
you.
to welcome everyone this morning. It's a beautiful Saturday. Yesterday it rained here. And
That's what I
while we were
heard.
on the road, heavy rainfall, remnants of Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, those people who were affected by Nicole, we want to send out, love to them and all the, people who are really, yes, all the people who are um, responders to these kinds of disasters. We really have to pray for them because they go into some
Oh
really
yeah.
serious
And some of them were
situation.
affected. Some of them were affected earlier by
Mhm.
the other hurricane that passed.
Right.
And here goes again. This wasn't even the category 4, like Ian, Hurricane Ian.
This was
This
what
was
one.
just this was just a one. But if
Hmm.
you ever see the damage in some of the places,
Yes.
because originally, they were putting on warnings for our area in Broad County right here.
Hmm.
But overnight, it's like when you look at the path, it curved around Broward.
Say
'Cause
changed.
it was heading exactly, the course just
Wow.
changed and it
Hmm.
curved around Broward and it went and hit like Orlando and places on that coast that were
Hmm.
affected earlier. So my
Hmm.
heart goes out to people who have lost property and
Yes.
even lives. It wasn't
Hmm.
a lot, but there were lives
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
were affected. So
Absolutely. So
Thank
Max,
God
let's
it's
talk
coming
again
to an
now.
end.
Yes, yes. So how
Okay,
you do,
so can
Max?
you guys
Talk
hear
up
me
now.
better? Because you are
yes.
breaking
No.
up when you talk. Okay, so I'm doing
Mm-mm.
pretty good. It was a very
Yeah.
pleasant, hectic, if I may describe it that way. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
feeling pretty good and I'm ready for this topic. Boy, I may have no chat, but
I am happy for
guys
you.
are
You'll
hearing
carry
me?
the show. You'll carry the show. Max, I don't know what's
You're
going on. You're
breaking up.
hearing,
You
are
are
you hearing me?
delayed breaking up.
Yeah, but it's because Jackie, you're hearing me fine.
Yes, I'm
Yes,
hearing
It's
you.
on it's on your end, Max.
Yes, I think
So
it's on
Jackie is
Max's
hearing
end.
and seeing me
I'm
fine.
hearing all of you clearly.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
hearing
hearing
you
Max.
both, but it's just that in between it breaks up. I think it's internet. I think it's the internet. It's going in and out sometimes. I don't know. As I said, if
Also,
it's
its
man-made, it's liable to break. You know that.
internet service has been affected, because of the hurricane. They
Hmm.
said that. So some places, even the other day, I was speaking to Jen. I think it was on Thursday because she tutors my niece, and I was speaking to her, and it was in and out, in and out. It was very, very bad.
Mm-hmm.
So
So we'll make do, not a problem. Good
yeah,
morning to our
Happening this
audience
morning.
over in the YouTube here. Good morning, good morning. So we'd like to say hi, shout out to our first. So let me just do something quickly so we can
is that
have,
Val?
yeah. Mhm. All righty. So let's jump on
Hi,
over to
Vera.
the chat and greet everybody. So good morning, Vero. How you do? Morning. Good to see you. Morning, Andrea. Morning to you. Morning. Morning, King.
Yes, King and Andrea. Yeah, I'm seeing
Another good
everybody.
day. Nice to see you. And
Okay.
yes. And to Jackie.
Auntie Jackie.
Hello, all.
Yes, Jackie.
All righty. Don't forget to like, share, and
You're like
subscribe. You are
Chapman.
on. Please don't just sit there and enjoy just for yourselves. I'm trying to build the platform and I'd like to get to 1,000 and more. So
Sharing is
please
caring.
share it. That's right. Thank you, Jackie. So please start
Share, share,
sharing,
share.
sharing, sharing, sharing. All right. So as you can see, I'm in my
That look like snake skin.
snake skin. Yeah, me
All
almost said.
right.
Yes, I'm in my snake skin with my
Yes.
and my big hoops because I have to, wear the headphones sometimes I can't do too much, but because I could have wrapped the hair and all that. But yeah. So welcome. So, and Max, you're in what decade now?
Okay, I'm not so sure about the decade of new, but then all.
She kind of frozen in time.
I'm not sure what this decade is. This is probably about.
Max, it's very challenging.
Yeah,
The delay, the delay is
internet,
challenging. Yeah, the delay is challenging.
Yes,
I'm gonna have to, you're gonna have to go back out and come in again. See, because you freeze and we can't get you the way we want to. All right. So
I
again,
really want to hear Max's input this morning.
Absolutely. So yeah. Log out, Max, and come back. All righty. There you go. So yes, so you see, I'm trying to get on my groove with the girls in the back. Yep. So that's the which tells you I'm back in my own territory. I want to thank all those who were able to host me during the vacation. You notice I was just in and out of different scenes, which worked just fine. So good morning, everyone. Here comes Max again. It's 30 minutes after 10 o'clock. As you know, it's Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Today is fashion, then and now.
And now.
Max says she have a whole heap of story to share. I would love to hear them. And so would you. I am sure everybody listening this morning. Don't forget to like. Morning, Celeste. Morning, Georgette. Georgette says to you, Max, let me post it for you. She says, happy belated birthday, Maxine.
Thank you, GJ. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks.
And morning to my Celeste. Morning, Celeste. Good to have you. Share the same link. I don't know how many of you guys know about sharing, but the same link that you're watching, and it's in your WhatsApp, or you can just share it and send it to somebody else. Or you can actually press on the link in the text that I sent out, copy it, and paste it in somebody else's message. Okay? Simple as that. So welcome. So please don't just come on and hang out and don't share. Okay? I like to get to 700 and then 1,000. Let's get the show going. Right. So Max, fashion.
And share your stories too. Share your stories.
Okay, yes. So more starts with the underwear, because underwear is a part of your garment, guys. Because some of think that just with dress and shoes and with handbag. No, underwear is a part of your garment. So it was fashion too back then and now. So back then we had the cloth baggy. The cloth bag, my grandmother get a piece of crap. Where get it from? Yes, she would make underwear with any piece of cloth or she could find anybody. She'd buy elastic for the little reel, and she would cut out the underwear. Having no elastic, just the waist get the elastic. So she would make these underwear, we call them baggy back then. And we wear those in the yard. I if a little baby, if you wear a creep, and she would wear those. Foot big, you can't see through the foot. A still baggy. And then there was the seersucker. You know what the seersucker? The seersucker was it have it foot. But it was pretty and have this little kind of little like.
So that's the going out
little indentations.
Yeah.
No, those were the one who went to school.
Oh, to school.
We were the seersucker to school. Yes, and then there was the jersey. We call it the jersey. I don't know if you know it, but the jersey tier one that have been sometimes have lace on the back or lace on the front or lace on the foot. But that was the one who went to church and the going or the dress up one. And of course, we had the men now. My grandmother used to get flower bag. Everybody know what flower bag is. The flower is to come in a fabric. I should get this flower bag from the shopkeeper. I should buy them. I should have washed out every flower and she would wash it, bleach it until all the flour was gone, and she would dry them nicely, press it out, and then cut it and make underwear for men in the district. No John, there was this man called Mr. Zeddy and Uncle Joe. I remember those two guys should make underpants for them, and she sell it to them, 25 shilling or whatever it was back then. But coming back up a little bit now where the underwear is concerned, we went and then we had the bingo, it was bingo
bag.
We call it. Some people refer to it as bingo, now if it's big. But then we went into the fashion industry, where underwear is concerned, where we have the hipsters.
Then
we have the hipsters, that is underwear for women. We have the high waist. We have the boy shorts.
Low rise, the low rise.
Boy shorts.
Yeah, boy shorts.
Low rise, don't forget that one, yes. Boy shorts. And then we have the thong. We have the string. And we have nothing.
Barely there. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Well, Max, you mentioned the baggy, right?
Yeah.
When my grandmother was a seamstress too, and she too used to make them. So like any remnants of material that people would bring to make their dresses or whatever, she would cut out, because she me and she did it. So she would make the underwear for the men too, but she would cut them out. But the difference with mine now, the legs would have elastic. So them boy I used to call him coffee bag. My grandmother used to call coffee bag. That's what they used to call it. The bloomers them. Grandma used to make for me. They call it coffee bag.
When they have been back in the day, you actually for part.
Yes.
Overload plastic in that.
We apologize for the technical glitch. Just a minute, Max. For those of you who are just joining, Max is experiencing some delay with her Wi-Fi. And so, if you observe that she's a little choppy in some respects, that's the reason. Continue, Max.
Okay, so I was saying, back then, as I remember in my district, my neighbors, they were mainly Indians, and there were two boys there, and they used to have this. We used to play together, and they would always try to look under your side to see if they wouldn't touch you deliberately lift up your dress, but they would try their best to see what kind of underwear you have.
Oh Lord!
If you're playing jump rope or skip rope, they always wanted to see, because they want to see you on that baggy, you're in trouble. It's pure teasing, name calling and stuff. They were just very cruel. I'm telling you. And my grandmother never worried about that, because I saw some baggy and whatever material.
Exactly. And the calico from the flower bag. Calico. It used to come with the flour mills imprinted on it, and I remember distinctly it was red and blue. Let me tell you something. After a while, I had to learn how to bleach that thing. I wash it with blue soap, then put it in the bleach water, then put it on the barbecue for the sun bonnet, and then you rub it. You scrub it on the what you call it, the scrubbing board. The washboard that had the lines in it, and then you put it back out to burn, then boil it, and then put more bleach on it until that thing became white. Those red marks were either very faint or not there at all. The red imprint on it with the flour mills seal on it, the red and blue, and they were all gone when Grandma was done.
Looking back,
and she'd use that to make
all that time and energy they spent taking out those lines and flour. Take that money and buy some underwear.
Money. They never have the money.
Well,
They remember saying they never have the money.
And they were always just trying to make ends meet.
Yes.
Right? So they're not going to buy nothing else.
They're not going. Yeah.
And they use their hands. They use their hands, man. So anything them catch, that's what's gonna be used.
And the underwears that they purchased at the market or the store were for special occasion. You wouldn't dare touch that. You know? And that same thing now they would use to make shirts like dashiki shirts. They use it to make the dashiki shirts, and embroidery would go on it. They would embroider stuff on that same material. My grandmother had an uncle who went to World War II, and when he came back, he came back with one hand. And let me tell you something. My grandmother always told us about his what do you call it, embroidery skills. And when I was 6 years old, I met him, Uncle John. He was a very cruel man. He came back with what we now know as PTSD. And he used to be very cruel to my grandmother. And I met him at a wedding in 1975. I never forget. We went to a wedding, and one of my mother's cousin's wedding, grandma was there, and she said, "This is Uncle John." And let me tell you something, I never forget the clothes that he had on. And she made it a point of her duty to tell me that he made the whole outfit with his one hand, and he embroidered the thing from top to bottom. Beautiful.
Wow.
Never see that in my life. Nothing. My grandmother embroidering. My mother is embroidering right now. She's making pillowcases for people right now. Embroidery pillowcases. Them can't come close to that one that I saw Uncle John had on that day, and I never forget it. Beautiful.
Yeah. I can't tell you that I know anything about the calico, and I know of it. I never had to. The bloomers. I wore regular underwear. However, I know of the bloomers, but the bloomers, I used to use that like when I have PE, and it's a part of our when we're doing netball and stuff, it's a part of your PE gear and thing. I know when I started second form, I wore the bloomers, not to mention flannel, because I talk about the flannel experience already. But I would wear that under my uniform. But as I got into third form, I'm like, we did this slip thing, or we did little shorts. I remember Miss Vad, one of my uncles, he has 2 daughters with her. So she's like an aunt. She would make, before I knew it was called spandex, and before spandex became a thing, she made, I don't know what fabric that was because I'm not good at fabric like that, but she made some stuff that just tight on to you that you put over your underwear. And so I would use that under my uniform to go to school.
Was it full?
No.
Oh.
No, just from waist to thigh. That's
okay.
Yeah.
So I told you didn't have full slip and half slip. We still have a half slip right now.
Me too.
I have a half slip. Yeah, but I don't, unless the fabric is very thin, because sometimes you buy some skirts or dresses, they come with a lining underneath, but it's still very thin. So that's the only time I wear a lot of pants. I'm a pants fan, but most of my clothes are not as thin like that. So I really don't use slip.
I have I still have it. Black half slip. Yeah. I have a black half slip from Wapi Akinfilo, brand new, never wear it upstairs. That's the other day I started.
2 times we wear that
brand
slip.
New. But I don't
keep it for those reasons.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah. You remember when slip used to slip? You used to see people walking and then slip.
Yes, and you're pulling down every minute. And sometimes the elastic in the waist.
Yes. You see somebody slip. You see somebody slip, drop off clean a market. Your market gate to welcome.
I never saw it. My boss had told me that she had, back in Jamaica, I used to work at a company. She had given one of our co-workers a ride from halfway tree. She was this thin. When I tell you thin, just thin like that.
Oh my goodness.
And so she gave her a ride. And when she came out of the car in the parking lot and walking, she's stepping out of the slip and didn't even realize. and she had to call out to her and so you slip. So these things.
Well, let me tell you something. This slip not so bad. There's a story, and this is a true story. This lady told me. Somebody I know. This person lives in Brooklyn. She went into a bodega store one morning. The panty was sleeping, and she went out in the store because she must just run go buy something. And she said she's standing up in the store now for such a piece something loose on her foot. And she looked, it was her underwear. Her underwear dropped right down to her foot. She just step outside and wrap it up like she not see. Like she don't know what happened. Just step outside, wrap it up and push it in her bag.
No, son, the bag elastic loose.
Some people never really had the money to go
America, out. I'm talking about recent. And not long time, but recent me talk.
Well, so that I know. But guess what with the slip? That I know. But guess what with the slip? If the waist stretch out, you find that we could make a little slit. You would turn it over and use your hand and stitch round the whole thing. Run elastic in it. You know that white elastic. Yes. Use your pin and run it through.
Yes.
That would last longer.
Yes.
Yeah, that lasted longer. So you do your own thing. You turn it over, use your hand, or if you have sewing machine, you sew around it, right? The waist, and then you leave out a little slit, and you use your safety pin, run it through the elastic, and push it through, and that would hold up well.
Yes.
So then there is the slip. I remember seeing growing up, because we did too little. And my grandmother would not be having it anyway about no midriff. But I remember seeing women wearing midriff. And midriff back in the day meant you're showing, right, your stomach area. And everybody was a washboard.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You had flat stomachs. It's not like now. So that was then. Man, and when you saw those girls in their midriff with the halter back and their afros, because I'm a fan of hoops. I love hoops. I tell people the shape of my face is like a diamond. So my high cheekbone here, so I need something to tone me down a little. If not, I can look a little rich. I may know myself. So I used to love to see them, and nobody boobs not drop out and thing, Everybody just slender. And then they have on their high-waisted, which is, I have must about 3 of those now, them high-waisted pants were coming with just clear off down the bottom part. This is from your thigh go down.
Yes.
When you saw those, Andrea said midriff. Yes, midriff. And there's a word. It exists, Andrea. Yeah. You had the 70s fashion. That was
What is midriff again?
The 70s fashion. So let me just work with since you're young. All you young people.
Barefoot. Lady, do you have a barefoot? You see
barefoot
come back.
Yeah, man. I love bottom. So see some here now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And the girls were hot at the time. No, not to mention
they look nice. Yeah.
The gents, the guys.
I need a big heel boot and a barefoot pants. Figure dance this year festival. Look at this pink pants. And that's a man, you dare put a man in a pants like that nowadays.
No, man. Hello, no.
The guys are wearing them again.
No, they have full suits.
But they're coming back.
Pink.
Yes, that's true.
Guys are wearing full pink suit, but they're so trendy. So again, fashion revolve. Yeah, man. So as it go around, because you see this one right here, so in this one.
With the buttons on the side?
Yeah. I have a black pants with the same looking button them right here.
Me too, I have a white one.
So again, fashion revolves. So ladies and gentlemen, as we're talking about fashion then and now, we're just sharing snippets of what we remember. What were your styles growing up? Max shared about the underwear. Again, some of us can't relate, but we thank God for experiences.
Teacher's wisdom.
Right? Right? So morning, Brenda. Nice to have you, Brenda. Good to see you. Yes, she said, Jackie, your outfit are happening over here.
Tonks, Brenda, tonks.
So, Andrea said, otherwise known as petticoat. Right?
Petticoat.
Petticoat. So in my script, I also mentioned about, the women who wore their high necklines, those dresses with the buttons that came down, the poofed shoulders, and sometimes when they pull in the garter something and have to fit them into it, and it's a pull. Sometimes it's like they have no oxygen. Some of them faint. Yes, women used to faint.
Breathing space.
Yeah, man, because when you see the contour of yay, hello. Women have gone through, and men, don't be fooled. Women and men have gone through the cycle of fashion that has either caused some physical scarring, emotional scarring. Right?
You ever say? You remember when the men used to wear the high heel boot? The chunky heel shoes that the women look like women are wearing now. Men used to wear those high heel boots. If they're a little girl, you never know. You know better. You see people, man, are walking a big heel boot and them have on them barefoot pants.
Yeah, that was
dancing and going down a cross road. Dancing and going down a cross road.
Yes.
Yeah, and they have afro.
So the afro. Then you have like Saturday Night Fever, right?
Yes.
When that's all disco and something, you never see how the guys them look.
Yes.
And the big boot. And some of them just have on the little waistcoat.
Yes, man.
And they too, Lady D, were built slender. The men also, they were trim.
You never had chunky, burly looking men.
No, we have food galore. So we just eat. But remember the bush jacket too? The bush jacket was a very trendy thing. I remember back then, if as a man, if you didn't own a bush jacket, who were nothing. Bush jacket was the thing.
Michael Manley
that's what you remember, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was just bush jacket of different colors.
Yes.
Nobody wanted to wear suits. It was just bush jackets. Yeah.
And then the men also wore the suits that had the piping. If it's a blue suit, it's piped with black or whatever color.
White,
Then came the cummerbund.
Yes.
I thought the
cummerbund. I got married to cummerbund, yes.
I thought the cummerbund did some injustice to some.
Explain.
Well, if you had on a few extra pounds, the cummerbund would often ride up. So sometimes when you see them away.
Okay. People.
Cummerbund was very prevalent. I got married 89 and cummerbund was the thing.
Well, we can rely on Max to save the day. Thank you.
Oh no!
I know today me I go away.
But the cummerbund was very dressy though. When you wore cummerbund with your suit, it made you look complete and nice. If you're really flat
that's my point.
Yes, it was. But when it started to ride up and I come up on your throat.
when you're in you.
I'm sorry. I have seen some, and you wish they would have just take it off because it is not staying.
No,
pretty.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. However, yes. So then came the comma band. And
you remember shoulder pads?
Oh gee,
when
as for that.
Oh Lord, I hate these shoulder pads.
The
shoulder pads, your shoulder square so and big up so.
And some of us weren't very big.
Like
so you secure shoulder pad. Yeah, because especially if you were small, of a smaller frame.
All you see is shoulder.
All you see is shoulder pad.
Oh my goodness. We used to save them, we used to save
child growing up. As a child growing up, I loved puff sleeve. I wanted all of my dress to be puff sleeve, even though they were hard to iron. Puff sleeves were nice. That. You remember puff sleeve? Yeah, I used to love puff sleeve. Every time I want puff sleeve.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, but I love puff sleeve.
So let's see who is over in the chat. I had to take a laughter moment. So we're back now. Anyway, so Angie, morning Angie. Angie says,
morning Angie.
Morning, my love princess. She said, I know Belfoot and platform shoes. Yes, ma'am. Andrea says they were fully dressed, no bottom or underwear showing.
For real.
Angie also says glass heel and roach heel and ballet shoes.
I remember those.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we talk about the maxi.
Glassy shoes are not.
Yes.
Maxi.
I never like maxi dress.
My first maxi was to my Auntie Maggie's wedding. My sister and I.
Yeah.
My auntie again. She sewed our dresses. My sister and I dressed the same. Can't forget it was a kind of what shade blue would that have been? No,
sky blue.
No, sky blue, a very softer blue, whatever that blue is called. But
baby blue.
My sister and I could be. My sister and I, man, looked smart in with maxi, and maxi was a thing for a lot of women when they were going out, going out with their gentlemen or going out to some function.
Yes, I remember. But I never liked long dresses. I recall back then we used to get parcel from foreign. You get them sent a box. Parcel wasn't that barrel. They wouldn't ship barrel back then. They would send parcel from a foreign through the, and you'd have to get a little slip, so you get a parcel. You go back to the post office, so you have to fill out the slip, and you get the parcel, and you put out the parcel. And back then they would get parcel and they would say clothes, halfway clothes. There was nothing new back there. It was all shoes, all clothes. And I remember the particular brown and white colored dress that was in there. So my grandmother decided to make me wear the frock. Of course, I was young and I didn't like it on my knee. So my grandmother and I had a thing going with this one little brown and white dress. It was too long. So I think it was, as a young girl, you don't want nothing past your knee because it make you look like an old man. You were considered an old man if you crossed down. So I'm so old. So I hem the dress in. I cut it in, I just hem it. So the tail
heavy.
And in a hem properly because I'm very heavy and I couldn't do it right. So my grandmother would notice that I hem it up and she would pull it out. And every time she pull it out, me hem it. Because it was just a challenge going on right there. Because I decided I was not going to wear the dress because it was too long. I want to make it worth my own rock. You see what I'm saying? So, back then, kids never liked long dresses. We wanted it short. Because, boys, I look for you and I see the long frock and they would tease you to death. You have a long frock and laugh at you.
Yes.
So it was a challenge for me back then,
Lord. Yeah. So Angie talks about the three sister dress.
Mm-hmm.
We know all of that, Angie. Yes. I had an orange polka dot with white, heavy, like a crimpling. The derivative of a crimpling. Listen to me now,
I had one too.
I look like an orange duck, and I hated the dress, beautifully made by my aunt again, Miss Gad. And they sent me to, I went home to Kingston, because, me come from town, so we go up to a family house. And my great-grandmother is going to flower show, because she was in the, an aristocrat. So she do our flower show and, gloves up the elbow kind of thing. So here I am having to go with her. A ball, because that's the only dress that they sent me up with. That, if me going anywhere, me could wear.
Yes.
At pure balling. I am over at the National Arena at this horticultural event and feel like a big bird. Because the fabric after you layered, right? In each row, each tier.
Yes. Right.
The material was a little thick in the first place. So, I'm small, and here are the three sisters just a waddle like. So as me walk it and move, I feel like a duck, a bird, everything. I was so uncomfortable in that frock.
Listen, but my grandmother used to buy her fabric from a lady.
I had one too. I had a blue one.
My grandmother used to buy her fabric from a lady in Brownstown named Miss Scoury. She was at the bottom of Brownstown. That's where her little store was, and she sell the finest fabric. You had Logan's and you had Charlie's and all those department stores, and they sold fabric, but nobody like Miss Scoury to grandma. And let me tell you something. We used to go to market, like I told you in other shows. I used to go to the market with grandma, and at the end, when she sell off her things, she go down to Miss Scoury and she buy her fabric. Every three sister mommy make, say her twin is going to get the two sister.
Okay. So yeah, quite a few.
So you see the duck and the duckling that come every church.
Yes, gentle. Oh God!
Every church convention, every outing, any little thing I go on a church, you see the duck and our duckling coming. And when the guys sing, the duckling have to come up and do a recitation in front of everybody. So you see the mini version of grandma.
Lord. So Angie talks about disfigurement and injury as we were talking about the corset, but corset among other things, because fashion, once we see it, if it's trending, we want it, right? Whether it fit us or not, that's just human beings. We want to be a part. We want to know that our closet, if it's even one out of what's trending, we need to have. And sometimes they go into the store. Well, sometimes, we would go into this store and we see this something is a size either too big or too small. And which one we do. We go for the too small because we say, yeah, man, pull, help me button. Right? All when him waist can't meet. You pull it in. And then you vow. There is a vow you make that by now on Christmas, we have to fit in.
You know how many people get married and that's how they behave with them wedding dresses?
Yeah.
By the wedding, me go and lose so much, such and such a pound. We see people lose so much pound that the wedding frat not fit anymore.
Yeah.
Speaking of wedding dresses, when I was getting
married, I remember. I want to tell like a story about the tree.
Hold your thought, Jackie.
I had a blue tree sister.
Go on, Max.
My grandmother bought this blue tree sister just for me. I was 13 years old. She said she bought it for my birthday. and a market you buy it, you know. And as our lady described the fabric that made hers, it's the same thing with mine. They use this material was heavy. You still have to wear slip on as thick as it be the one you put on slip. And it was very thick and long, and I never liked long dresses, but my cousin in Kingston gave me this big heel boot. I mean thick, real thick boot. And I remember going to church on a Saturday morning wearing the three sister frock and the big heel boot. Yes, the big heel boot. Like it was all in one. You know, there was all in one platform. That was what she gave to me. Really when me go clan me I walk like about 5 miles to church.
And you wear it, Max?
5 miles. And the road rough. Yes, the road rough. And you have a thick pass. You can't walk regular because Coffeefish Road was very rough back then. So you have to choose where you put your foot, or your foot just goes up. You know, back then when you wear
hurt your ankle.
Your foot and this three sister blue frock and I remember we went to an event in Spanish Town. We took the train. That was the first time I wore the dress. But me tell something, it was my best dress. I love the dress just because of three sister. But looking back, what me did I do? And it was long, and that was the reason why I wore it to wear it with the ease, because the ease made me look taller and the dress didn't seem that long. But that looks and in the neck, they had elastic in the neck, and then there was this bow in the front, string that you would tie.
Girl,
I would have to tie. I mean, I just started out in my head until today. Yeah.
But as we look at these, remember when you had the jumpers, when the jumpers became a craze, like the young woman in the middle here, you had when jumpers came in. Yeah, jumpers were a big thing, and people could wear just about any color. Jackie, you're muted. People could wear just about any color inside of their jumpers, especially if it's jeans, if it's jeans or so.
Yeah.
You had the jumpers, and taking us back, say, to the 40s, 50s, one of my favorite hats is the pillbox hat. Those little hats that would just crop right on your head top. Some of them had, the wait name again that come over the veil thing.
The veil, the little mesh.
Yes, the middle mesh. I love that. And also the pillbox pocket books. I have one. Yeah, or two. I love those kind of designs. I think they are just so classy when they accompany your fashion.
Can I touch on the pocketbook thing? Me never call a purse. A handbag. We call them a Jamaica. All right. Did I tell you the story about me coming here? Somebody tell me to go for their pocketbook, and me go and ask her which book she asking me for.
No mind. Hush, Jackie.
I think say one book in a pocket in a bag or something. I said, which book? Pocket book? A purse, we call it a handbag. Jamaica. I said, when we this big about asking something, you tell me,
pocket
book. This can't hold in a pocket.
But I give you a joke. So Auntie Paula had gone into, I think it was Macy's. She was looking for a wallet, right? She was looking for a wallet for a man to buy a gift. So she gone up to one of the poor attendant. Now when I asked the bill phone.
Don't wonder where my trouble.
Him said, Bill. So before him just said to her, say, I really don't know what that is. Maybe she could describe it a little more for him or something. Him send her gone over to some corner. Go look.
I mean, I blame him.
But of course, it's long after the fact.
Lady D, you need to clarify something for Hortense. You remember when we were laughing about the comma band? I think Hortense was wondering why we were laughing. So, what were we talking about?
Okay, so no, it's because I said, Princess, that with the comma band, if the men had, if they had, their stomachs were little distended, right? Little biggish. and they put the cummerbund around, it tend to roll up. You know, it just come up, and every minute you see them and pull down. So that's it. Unlike the other, you know, chiseled guys, you know, who there's just sit down right there and it not there. That was it. Okay.
But I have to give a little story about the jumper.
1 second, Max. Hold your jumper. 1 second. Okay. So David says no. Hey, David, wish I had some pictures in my bush jacket. Used to be hot in my BJ. Sure. Oh, hey, Grit. Morning, Gritly says, so what about the crinoline?
Crinoline, yes. Crinoline.
She don't know what that is.
Well, I could put up a picture for you, Princess. Gritly, you have to go help us out here, you know, because I didn't do crinoline. I know of it.
Crinoline, we wear underneath the clothes, the cock out. Them we wearing crinoline now still. Women are wearing crinoline now, but at weddings. Or some of those dresses that you see, like those A-line dresses that you see stick out and it has the sifting underneath it, the tulle or no, you then call it crinoline.
And then they have kind of lace.
Yes. A lacy thing under it.
Crinoline was hot.
Yes.
When you're if you don't want a crinoline dress, you don't want nothing. That was your best dress. Yeah. But I wanted to share my pink jumper. I have a pink jumper still upstairs in my closet. A zip front, 2 pockets. I'll never wear it again. And let me tell you why I didn't. I bought it since I moved here to Georgia. I was performing on a show here, and big stage told me I thought about over 3,000 people. And I thought, and it was nice and everything. I have it on Facebook, you know, with my video performing. It's on my Facebook page. But my dear ladies and gentlemen, I would never put this on my back again. Let me tell you something. The day in question when I wore it, it was hell and powder also when I used the restroom to get it back on. It was a fight to get in it, Jackie. A real fight to win. Jesus,
no,
because remember, you have to take off when you have to use the bathroom. You have to take off the old thing.
Off every whole thing, even though.
And it's linen.
Yeah.
By the time I finish fight, put it back on and mash up and crush up because it's linen. It was a fight. I said I would never wear it again. I have not worn it since that one time. That's it. Never wear it
jumpers again. Can be difficult. You have to derobe.
Okay, so speaking of fashion then and now, and like we touched on the underwears and the corsets and whatever, they have some of those body contour suits, like girdle, but it's the full ones. The other day I went to a store and I picked up one of them, and lo and behold, it had a hole.
Oh, they had a hole there.
It had a hole, Maxine, so that would have alleviated the problem. So you have to take off everything. It have a decent hole under there too. For the expulsion of the of the whatever body fluids, whatever. So
I also remember when I
see how them change from then to now.
Yeah, but they now make us just for the waist area. They call them just waiting just for they have some that you make like you can put the whole thing on. It's called a vest, and they also have those that you can just put on around here. I remember when I just came to the store and I went to. I'm gonna take fast by one I have here. We have to quickly find a bathroom to take up. It would have killed me. It was just too tight. I had to take it out and lift it up. Because you have to buy the correct size to put in your body. And I buy this one, I try to look very thin, and I'm telling you that kill me. I had to take it out.
I'm telling you that we have paid the penalty. No, we really have. Yes, we have paid the price, man.
Oh my goodness.
Pay the price for fashion.
Yes.
Well, you know, I had already shared the story about me going to wedding and singing in that shoes that my foot trembled.
Yes, I remember.
But do you also remember the roach shoes?
Roach, man.
Roach killer.
Roach killer.
Oh, Lord.
And that design of a shoe, you know.
That designer was Krill? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think designer, because for people, there are some people with slender feet, and you have other people whose feet are not as slender.
True.
So when your foot gone up into something, looking so, how your foot, your toes supposed to, be evenly spread.
Move around.
Come on now.
And they associate those shoes contribute to people with bunions, because it displaces the bone, it pushes the bone out, and then that bunion right here, it sticks out. So those contribute to. So they encourage people who wear those shoes that you shouldn't wear them all the time. But you do have people who just love them.
And that's really we mentioned a while ago. For some reason back then, some people thought if it's in style, they have to wear it, they have to own one, they have to buy it. I don't believe
not for everybody.
Because we all should
Me too.
Our body. You have to buy. You have to wear stuff that you should wear stuff that suits your body.
Compliment you.
Me, I don't like. I think I look very bulky in long sleeve, and that's why I don't like winter, because I don't like sweaters and sleeves that are down here. Because that's the next problem with me. Because I'm short, everything I buy I have to cut or fold. So all my sleeves are cutting it. So I always choose to get 3/4 sleeves like the one I'm wearing now, or sleeveless. I don't like long sleeve clothes. And stuff that hugs my neck. I can't wear those things. They puke up.
But speaking of hugging necks, you remember the turtlenecks? Who wore turtlenecks? Me see somebody in a hot sun of Jamaica in turtleneck.
But they're working in like offices. They're working like offices and stuff, or they were just regular somebody who.
Well, somebody on the road. Way back, in hot turtleneck. The hot sun outside and turtleneck. Say that came down in the barrel. And you can't really give it because I'm pouring something and thing. So
I'm sure
I don't know turtleneck. I had a turtleneck, but if you make now and cut it to me, they cut off the neck and slit it. Cut off the piece around the neck and slit it. Because I couldn't do it anymore.
And I like them, I like them. I like wearing turtlenecks.
But here,
when I wear anything at all that I wear that's touching my neck, it makes me want to gag. Make me get gagged.
Really?
Yes, I wear stuff that's touching.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I can't wear nothing. Neither necklace nor top, anything that's touching my neck.
Andrea says is it the same as kick me, kill me?
Kick me, kill me.
Yes. The roach killer.
Roach killer, yes.
So what other passion? Don't forget, please, to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Those of you who have never subscribed, are shown what to do about using on a finger and touch the word in red with the white lettering, which reads subscribe. Please touch it. Then you will see it says the bell. You see, touch the bell, you see all, you just tap. And so that means you're added now. The numbers will spike. Okay, so please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because we have to get this thing going, man. If you're wondering, Max and I'm so sorry, Sharns and Jen, they're not able to join us today. They have separate things going on. So of course, the 3-member crew holding it down in the absence of the other two. And we are having so much fun.
Yes.
Come on, right now. I tell you. Now, what about hats? What about hats? Some people love hats.
Oh, I love hats.
Yes. Some people look good, really good in hats.
I love hats.
Any hat they wear,
I love hats.
Yeah.
I look good for slim people.
Yeah, and I have one similar to that one on the picture.
I wear
hats in there in the closet.
My head war because I'm bald, but I'm not a hat person.
I am not, but there are certain styles like hat style wear. I can't wear anything that covers my face too. If it's too deep, it doesn't suit me well because I look like a granny. If it's too if it's too deep, it has to be a little higher, and I have to give it a slant to the side.
Right.
You know, yes, so I know how it fits my face.
I'll do caps, but not hats.
Yeah, so you know, even though in our church culture, most churches you had to wear hats and so on, but after that, that's not even the case anymore. So
do you remember mantilla?
Yes,
what's the right thing?
The Catholics use that a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, we used to wear them, the ones that just put over here. And I love that because you could just put it on and take it off when church done. Put it on when church and take it, but you can't take off the and carry they look foolish.
So what about lace stockings? Because that's something I don't like.
I'm not crazy about it either. I've never worn a lace stocking.
I think when you're choosing a lace stocking, it needs to complement your dress.
Yes.
So if it's a patterned fabric.
On my side, the sound is going in and out, Lady D.
Oh, I don't know, dear heart. I'm not too sure what happened there.
I don't know. You're breaking up for me.
Oh, I don't know. It's better?
Stockings. You were talking about stockings?
Yes, I was talking about lace stockings. I was saying that I believe I'm not a fan of lace stockings. And even if I wear one, I know how to make it complement my dress. I see people who wear,
their outfit,
lace stockings with very patterned type fabric. So you just look
your body
busy. It's busy, man.
Too much.
Too much. So I don't wear it like that. If I'm wearing it, the fabric has to be plain, but I don't. When in Jamaica, we used to wear stocking. If you're not going to church in stocking, you wear stocking to work. You feel finished.
Back then, yes, but now we know we have a fancy.
Yeah, but since we came here, we tend to dress down in the summertime for church. You do find people who are in their traditional custom, right? They love to wear their stockings. They love to wear their dress-up suits and so on for church with their hats. So, but in my congregation, it's not a biggie. We tend to dress down, appropriately, that is, during the summertime. So we don't use stockings, and you wear dress sandals, and I'm a pantsless, right? So I may wear my pants.
I don't wear stockings whether it's winter or summer. I have stockings in my job, brand new stocking, but for some reason I'm just not a stocking person. And I like to wear open toes, especially. So back then we wear stockings with open toes.
Of course, and then the stockings that have the what you call it at the toe, you see it push out through the open.
So yes, I know. Silly.
How we dress, it's just how we dress.
Yes, that's how we dress.
I used to look for stockings to work, but but coming here to this country is that if when I started wearing stockings to work, it's like everybody look at me, so I start to feel funny.
Right.
So I stopped wearing because I realized that everybody dress down but you do wear that those thick leggings like during the winter time with your boots and stuff like that. That's more acceptable.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on over here in the chat because we're wrapping up in a few minutes. Okay. So mesh stocking. Yes, Angie. So who is this now? Princess said, Lady, do you mean way back granny? Remember, I'm a grandma twice. Sorry, ma'am. It doesn't apply to you. And she says, colored stockings to match color of shoes. As for that.
Yes, colored stockings to match color shoes.
Stocking and gloves, lace gloves, especially if you're going to wedding. Yes. Yes, Angie, you have that down. You have it down pat.
Yes.
Yeah. But again, as I said, fashion revolves. And so the 70s, it has they step it up a notch. It don't look the same way.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a little change, but from
you say, and they come right back.
Yeah, you say, but that look familiar, because me telling you, even the high waist pants now, those were, I think, these kind of pants. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, those kind of pants, you saw them and you're like, what, wait a little bit here. You know, nothing. Me tell you, said the pants let me have look like this one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that plaid one there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, guys, in those plaid suit, the full suit.
Yep.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
They're back in style now, yes. They're wearing them again now, the plaid and the striped suit.
They're back in style. I think
floral jacket.
I think they have used a little different fabric, so it
Miss Jackie, you're breaking up.
You're breaking up.
Oh boy, it's the same thing on my end. Mm-hmm. You're breaking up for me. I don't know what's going on today with the internet.
Sure. Angie says, Rocky. Oh, don't even hear this long time. Dress. You know what, Angie?
What's the rocking dolly dress?
Your rocking dolly dress.
What is that?
Is it in one of the photographs that I showed? I'm not sure.
Maybe the short one. I don't know.
Maybe. But yes, I know the term. I don't remember the dress now from memory. You see, my girl, though, she sport her jacket with her scarf. Breeze a blow through the window. The scarf, yes, please. And she foxy, man. Yes, you remind me of foxy, bro. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So, and garbadine, crimpling, turning and wool. Which other one you had?
Baby doll dress. Remember baby doll?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember the baby doll dress. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My uniform was garbadine. Was garbadine. It's garbadine.
I was garbadine too.
Mm-hmm.
I had a garbadine and I had a tobacco. The one we have to start.
Oh, yeah. But you know, sometimes you talk about starch. So starching. Oh, dear Lord. My first experience of starching on my own, I didn't get the consistency right. So you know what? Everything white.
Because she probably never put the hot water in the starch so it could get the so it could melt out.
Hello, Jack.
Because that's what you have to do. You put the hot water, a little hot water to melt the starch.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yes, I did use it. I don't think I did enough. So it was very lumpy, and it was a mess. Because the whole time, you know, the people who, so they were the ladies who used to work in our home, you know, wash and iron and stuff. They used to do that too. Then finally, my grandmother said, "Now I'm in high school, and you know, I just need to learn to do things," which was fine. So I made that, you know, come in like me and the rice and peas the first time. So I just like to watch and think I get it, you know.
Yes.
So me experiment on my own, which is exactly what happened with me and the rice and peas. Turned soup. But seriously, when I mix up the starch, man, and then put in the water, me whip. And in my head, I'm saying, oh, maybe when I put the fabric in the something, you know, it kind of maybe run off and all kind of my own theory. White like a what? White and dusty.
No, we're going to spray starch.
I tell you, see that now. Just like that. So Andrea says there's some older men here that dress full suit and matching hat on Christmas morning in the park. People go there to listen to the police band and show off clothes, of course. People they went to farm work because the farm workers still stand out in my head, Brother Lloydie with him banjo and him Texas looking hat and suit in a hot pen and sun.
I remember those.
And so he would just be playing. Princess, you remember Brother Lloydie? And he would just be playing, going down the street, strolling. I mean, one snake looking shoes, mouth pointed, so the shoe mouth. Anyhow, we are wrapping up now. We're wrapping up, but
snake shoes.
Yes, man. You don't know when them come, them shoes. I know today them wear them shoes. The Africans beat we, but I know today. But as we say, a Satideh Mawnin Runnings, fashion then and now. And of course, now there are a lot of floral prints. There are, dress jackets, suits, trendy, full figured. Everybody can wear something now and look good. Yes, and that's what we're talking about. The eyewear, because me, I wear glasses long time. For me, glasses that come from when we did have butterfly on the side. Butterfly on the side. We did have one pink frame, one pink one. And that time I used to wear the glass lens. So it showed the thickness of my lens even more. It's not now where, modern technology, I don't look that kind of bulging bead eye, although a friend still called me bead eye because, when you wear thick lens. So like now it doesn't show. Me just love the new technology.
Because they make it so it blends in.
Yeah, man. So, but I wear a heavy prescription. So I'm thankful that, over the years, the glasses have changed. I was at work one day. I think it was my first real job. I think I worked at Heart Trust, right where Housing Trust building is. They shared the building. There's a sound in the background. Jackie's on your end. And so somebody moving something or something.
Yes, I hear.
And so me at work, good. And so I'm typing, and all of a sudden, me clang, one handle drop off the typewriter. Me had to call help. A friend come with masking tape. Me tell you, a friend come with masking tape and tape up in here for me. I've had many a drama with eyewear. But thankfully, again, they're really trending now. So we don't feel so out of place anymore. Yes. And, they used to call me Big Lens. And I'm just fresh people. But so, yes. What brother here said now? Yes, Brother Lloydie. How could I forget him? Right. Brother Lloydie dress like foot from farm. And you can't tell when they come from farm work, everybody just happy and nice, and they down across road that treat people to drinks.
For another boat.
Me telling you. When the foreign people then come, man, and you see those in the household, family and friends, and that time that you're looking at a suitcase to see if anything for you. Because you want to
have to be until a suitcase they open.
Me telling you, we could just, I tell you. But no, I mean, fashion again has evolved. People globally, you don't have to wait on no foreign nobody to send nothing. You can get it right where you are.
Right where you are, absolutely.
Right? Anyway,
including the suitcase.
You look like foreign. So we not even say no more, like one time. Because, what we're wearing here, they're wearing it everywhere.
Yeah. And we barely wear clothes. Back then, they used to design clothes for us to wear. People barely wear clothes now.
No.
I want to be that string. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, fashion then and now, we're going to be wrapping up. But your final comments, ladies, and we have to just somebody posted something. I don't know, but it's done yearly. Younger fellows doing it now. Um, okay, I don't know. I think coming late. I'm not sure what we're responding to. But yes, Max. So about yourself.
Okay, so you can get the Max in music, and of course you can get it in poetry as well. I do poetry and I do reggae music. So if you need anyone to perform, I'm available. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter. I have two face pages for that matter, and Instagram is where I'm very busy as well. My number is listed there. You can look me up on any one of those platforms, and I'm ready to perform. Thank you, Lady D, for this opportunity. Blessings.
Yes, ma'am. My pleasure. Jack.
Well, it's cake time again. Even last night I had to bake. The Pudding Pan Ink is live and happening. So you can check me out at puddingpantop@gmail.com or 917-533-2380.
And yours truly, Lady D, Denise Gomez. I am the presenter and producer of Inside the Zone. It's a twice weekly radio program, Mondays 5 p.m. to 7 and Thursdays 6 p.m. to 8, and online on Saturday for Satideh Mawnin Runnings at 10 a.m. I'm also an MC, a voiceover specialist, audiobooks, radio and TV commercials, and stage management is one of my forte. And if you need to have the best voice on any audio track, call me 914-304-2592, or you may email inside the zone nyc@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel. So we had a good run, I think.
Yes, in my hat.
Yes.
Yes, even though we were a little challenged with the technology this morning, because I'm also having the in and out sounds. So
yeah, but thankfully the show went on, so we are still gonna stay.
Yes.
So who is this? My cousin in Poughkeepsie. I say, remember you.
Nice. Welcome.
And you come late, Cynthia. What you do? Sleep?
Welcome when we are leave. Cynthia comes to give the closing prayer.
That's right. Brenda says, a friend of mine said nobody should look ugly anymore. We have fashion for everyone.
That's true. Nobody should look ugly anymore.
True thing. But again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on the show. And we can't do it without you. We can't come here, sit down, and talk by ourselves. We could, but the platform isn't designed for that. So looking forward. So all the fashionistas and the gents and the ladies and children who have a sense of fashion as well, don't leave them out. They do. We're gonna go now, Max, what you have for breakfast on the link this morning?
I cook banana and sweet potato and saltfish.
Yes. Max. I'm so sorry I'm not there. I'm so sorry I'm not there.
Oh, come back next time.
Max, what's up?
I'm going to post some for you. I'm going to post it.
FedEx, they come quicker. Buy your post. Jackie, what you having?
What, that drops?
No, what that Jackie jerks up.
You don't eat on me, I eat, Lady D.
Oh, okay.
My mother downstairs jerking pork for the birthday party later. She sent up a little piece and drop it at the door. Lord have mercy. Nice, you see? Sorry.
Enjoy the pork.
So why do you get so quiet?
No, because we are listening to you. And we're watching you eat. We're watching you eat and enjoy yourself. We not to interrupt you. So thanks to everyone for tuning in.
All right, everybody.
Blessings,
Bye.
everybody. Have yourselves a good week. Oh,
Blessings.
and yesterday I was down at the Consulate of Jamaica in New York.
Yes.
The Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, Pernell Charles Jr., he is on a 3-day mission here. They're, promoting here in the diaspora, because there are a lot of people here in the Jamaican diaspora that are doing great work.
Yes.
And agriculture is on the rise. Agriculture is on the rise.
Yes.
People are wanting to buy acres of property and plant and all those things. So, he's here hearing the voices of the people here in the diaspora. We'll be weaving some of them, into his policy and all of that. So we were down at the Consulate of Jamaica last night. This evening, we're going to be over in Brooklyn because they have a reception, for him. So we're going to that. And then tomorrow morning at 10:30, he'll be at our church having a sit down with, special invited people to have a discussion with him as well. So Good Neighbors and New Testament Temple, we continue to do great work here and in Jamaica and across the Caribbean, because we do things for the Caribbean and in Africa as well. So keep us in prayers as we continue to advance the work of the Lord and to bless people wherever they are.
Yes.
All right. So blessings, everybody. So we're busy but for a great cause. Enjoy yourself, ladies.
All right.
Okay. Blessings, everybody.
Blessings, everybody.
Blessings, enjoy.
We're out.